In his commencement address at Howard University, Biden makes a plea to young black voters about the 2024 elections. Washington CNN at the Howard University graduation ceremony in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, President Joe Biden gave commencement comments and described his vision of a future for all Americans, giving young black voters a sneak peek of his 2024 electoral pitch. Deeply political in nature, Biden's speech to graduates of the historically black university reaffirmed the need to redeem the soul of the nation, a phrase he frequently uses to distinguish himself from his predecessor, Donald Trump, who is running for re-election in 2019. We can finally answer the nagging issues about our identity as a country, putting the power of our diversity at the forefront. Biden told the graduates at the Capital One Arena, "I envision you guiding a future for all Americans." Despite the fact that Biden omitted to mention Trump, his legacy, rhetoric, and policies dominated his speech. The horror of the Charlottesville, Virginia, violence in 2017 and Trump's famous quote that there were very fine people on both sides were factors in Biden's decision to run for government once more. Fearless advancement toward justice frequently entails fierce opposition from the oldest and most evil of forces. That's the case, the president added, because hate never goes away. It merely takes cover beneath the rocks. It emerges from under that rock when given oxygen, he added. As a result, we are also aware of the following truth: silence is consent. It is unable to keep silent. The campaign-style address comes less than a month after Biden declared his intention to run for office again, as his administration readies itself for an anticipated spike in migrant border crossings following the expiration of the Title 42 border policy and a potential debt default looms. Black voters continue to play a significant role in the Democratic Party coalition. Democratic operatives were concerned about what it would signal for 2024 after black voter turnout declined in the 2022 midterm elections, according to a recent CNN article. Recent Washington Post ABC News poll results showed black people's approval of Biden is now at 52%, down significantly from 82% when he first took office. In his speech on Saturday, Biden also gave a sneak peek at the issues he intends to emphasize during the campaign. He denounced Republican-led initiatives that he painted as aiming to weaken the rights of transgender children and the availability of affordable housing and health care. Additionally, Biden's political pledges to invest in climate change, decriminalize marijuana, and cancel student loans were praised. He acknowledged that there was still more to do to reduce gun violence and reiterated demands for Congress to adopt legislation banning assault weapons and overhauling police procedures. For our country, fundamental questions, such as who are we, what values do we uphold, what do we think, will be who. He informed the Howard students, "You're here to help answer those issues." Since the Biden administration began office in 2021, Howard University, the alma mater of Vice President Kamala Harris, has gotten plenty of attention. Howard University recently made history by becoming the first historically black college or university, or HBCU, to collaborate with the Department of Defense to manage a university-affiliated research center. Harris gave a strong speech on abortion rights during a rally on the Howard campus last month. A White House official earlier told CNN that the Biden administration still places a high premium on HBCUs in general. The president addressed a video address to students at HBCUs in June 2021, as the COVID-19 pandemic was on the rise, and he spoke at South Carolina State University's autumn commencement in the same year. The White House Initiative on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity for HBCUs has also been revived under his leadership. But Biden hasn't yet implemented his suggestion of approximately $45 billion in funding to renovate worn-out HBCU campuses and aid in modernizing both the venerable organizations and the communities they serve. The president has invested over $6 billion through the Department of Education thus far during his administration. Biden is scheduled to deliver his subsequent commencement speech at the United States Air Force Academy's graduation ceremony on June 1 in El Paso County, Colorado.